I'm on a mission to collect these 100 Switch games and these 5 grails. In the last 5 months, I've collected 24 games from my 100 game list and 1 grail. And today, I'm packing up the games that we have on the trade shelf because we're heading to Milwaukee for the Midwest Gaming Classic Convention, one of the biggest conventions in all of the US. And we're gonna see if we can find more games from our list there or possibly even a grail. Folks, this is Mission Switch. All right, folks, Midwest Gaming Classic. We are here finally, and the great news is I've seen a ton of booths already that have a bunch of Switch stuff. For example, we got a little bit of a stack here at this booth with a sealed Nexomon Extinction, a Pokemon clone that, believe it or not, is actually on my list. And this booth has almost a whole bin of Switch games here, and the ones that I saw that I still need for the collections are a couple Mario ones, 3D All-Stars and Bowser's Fury. And then this booth actually has literally an entire bin of just Switch stuff. This is crazy, namely Pac-Man World Repack, which is one that I've been wanting to get for a while for just 20 bucks, which is a really solid deal. But folks, I have to be honest with you, since I walked in the door at this convention, there is one booth of Switch games that has caught my eye, and it's this one right here, Premium Edition Games. Now this dashing vested man here is named Jeff. He owns Premium Edition and told us all about how their mission is to bring the best indie Switch games out there onto physical Switch cartridges with premium packaging. Of their games they had on display, 2 of them were actually on my list of 100 games I want most for my collection. I know for a fact that this one's on my list of 100 Switch games that I really want, the Pigeon Dev Games Collection. And Jeff also recommended one called Phenotopia, which I'm 99% sure was inspired by this very channel. He also dropped the bomb on us that their standard edition games are just 40 bucks brand new, which made me wonder how much it might take to buy one of each. And how many are there? We've got 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10. That would run if we got the standard edition of everything, that would run us 400 bucks. Folks, I think today we've got our work cut out for us. So folks, the ones that I'm shooting for most are Mighty Fight Federation, which is like a multiplayer brawler, Pigeon Dev Games Collection, which is like, you know, a compilation kind of a like arcadey game. And then Jeff also sold me on Phenotopia, so that's at least 3 games that I need to come away with, plus the convention exclusive that we pre-ordered. Now folks, if you're familiar with the series at all, you know that we can't just pay out of pocket for these Switch games. We first have to build up a budget of expected profit, because I own a video game resale business, and that's how I like to fund these kinds of collections. So we're gonna go out here and look for some underpriced games to flip on Amazon and build our budget with the expected profit that way. And in a pinch, we also do have the games from the trade shelf that we brought all the way from Lexington, but if we don't have to let those go, I don't really want to. So one thing that I was looking at was the SPs. Would you mind if I took a look at a couple of those? Let's do the Onyx, maybe the red. Yeah, the black and the red. Yeah, these are pretty solid. Looks like that one is dead, but these are tested and everything. Okay, let's see, that one I'll probably pass on. If I bought both of these, would you do 80 a piece? Yep. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. This is our first deal of the day. I'm feeling good about it. Also, kind of interested in these. 150. Are these like tested and working and everything? Yep. 150 a piece for both. I think that sounds good to me. Thanks so much. And 25 on Pokemon Stadium work? All right. I mean, they're all in nice shape. So 50 a piece on those. I think I can go ahead and do that. Okay. I appreciate that, thank you. Folks, absolutely massive first stop of the day. I am stoked out of my mind. These Game Boy players on Amazon, I'll get $200 after fees all day. So this was a whopping $100 profit out the gate. This stuff, a little bit more modest. I would say probably in the $10 range for each one of these because they're all in such solid shape. And then for the SPs, I would say probably like $20 profit a piece. So that puts us at what, $180 profit on our first stop. The last thing that I wanna say as we run to our next vendor of the day, because time is of the essence. You can see the floor is, right now it's just VIPs. Once it opens to the general public, it's going to be an absolute madhouse. But the thing that I wanted to say is throughout this video, it's probably going to feel a little bit like promotion-y, the way that I'm talking about Premium Edition games. The reality is they're not paying me a dime to say any of this stuff. They're just my friends and I really believe in their product, so I kind of like to put them on blast. Right now we're going over to my new friends Derek and Meredith's booth. They apparently watch the channel as well, and I told them we'd be back and hunting for a little bit of deals to build our budget. All right, so folks, the first thing that caught my eye over at this booth right here is a couple of sealed DS games back in the corner. Okay, Professor Layton for 60. Ooh, $7 for Brain Age. This is the kind of thing, you don't think of Brain Age as being a valuable game, but you'd be surprised what happens to a game's value on Amazon when there's just a little layer of plastic around it. Oh, folks, my hunch was spot on. Look at this. $20 after fees for this bad boy. Let's go. Like, those premium edition games, I can feel them going into my collection as we speak. I'm curious on this one, though. This was definitely a little bit higher end. This might be closer to what market value is for sealed. Yeah, it looks like 52 after fees, so not close enough on that one to really negotiate at all. But there was another thing that I noticed over here, which is the God of War collection. This one I have to look up because it's been a little bit spiked on Amazon since the debut of Ragnarok. All collection God of War games have been. Okay, looks like 16 after fees, so we'll probably pass on this guy for now. We may come back a little bit later and, you know, try to work it into a bulk deal or something like that. Folks, I just plucked another gem out of the PS4 section here. Check this out. Skylanders Trap Team goes for a stupid amount, just a stupid amount on Amazon, but not stupid for me, because I'll just go ahead and pick this up. Already discounted to 40. Rock Band is one I've been picking up. 38 is closer to market value though. And believe it or not, the Stern Pinball Arcade, this is a game that might be popular this weekend because it's a huge show for arcade fans. $0 on Amazon, which means there's nobody actually selling it, so I'll leave this behind for now. I would guess you guys will sell this quick though. All right, so Jeff, we're back already with a whopping $280 in the Switch budget, and I need your help figuring out how to spend it. I already know 3 games I want. Pigeon Dev's Games Collection. You said this is 40, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mighty Fight. Oh my gosh. So give me the lowdown on the, like, are there any specific characters or modes that you prefer?
With Mighty Fight, I mean, you have Toe Jam and Earl in here. And
yeah.
Miriam
Well,
from Bloodstained.
and don't tell me. I'm not a fake gamer. Ukulele. Nailed it.
And then Retro, Ricky.
Okay.
I River City Ransom.
Okay, yeah, I actually am a fake gamer. I have no idea about that guy.
Caleb, we've hung out in person hundreds of times. We've been friends for a long time. I've showed you all my tattoos before, and you still say you don't know who Alex is, otherwise known as Kunio Kun, from River City Ransom, when I've showed you I quite literally have a tattoo of him on my arm. You've seen it. You're dumb. Also, I still want to raise.
I'm super stoked for these, but that's only 80 bucks. Let's keep going.
We were looking into Phoenotopia.
Yes.
A masterpiece that is Phoenotopia.
So is this your favorite, would you say, on the table?
Out of them, this one has given me the most enjoyment because of, like, not only playing the game, but our interactions with the developer. You know, being independent game developers, some of them get disenfranchised when their digital sales aren't great. Well, the physical sales reinvigorated them, and he may work on a sequel.
Oh my God, I loved it. How can you not buy into a mission like that, folks? I just love that. Mission switch, some might say.
That was actually really dumb.
What do you recommend? You said these are the newer releases.
These are our newer releases. So, Brandon, your parade plays in Cloud.
Okay.
And you ruined everything.
Yeah, that sounds like my kind of game. So why don't we, folks, I need to save $80, I just remembered, for our game that we pre-ordered that's the special edition. We gotta go out there to get it. So we can do one more.
One more. Wonderling DX. Alex Fasciano from the Completionist channel did all the writing for it. This is like you play as the Goomba in Mario.
Yeah.
And you get abilities and things and go through and collect and speed run and...
Okay, and what is that against? No, we already have...
Rack and Ruin.
Okay.
Zelda means a bullet hell shooter.
I do love my bullet hells.
With Invader Zim comedy.
I do, so this is the funnier of the 2 games.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys tell me then which one's better, because I'm on the fence.
I'm
This goes over to
I'm
Tristan.
biased because this is the first one that I worked on.
Okay.
So
for you then, Tristan, we're gonna go ahead and do the rack and look at this.
awesome.
Look at this stack of premium edition games, and we're like, it's like 10 o'clock. We're on a roll right now, folks. Hey, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Tristan, for the recommendation. And folks, look at this. General admission just happened, and you can see the floodgates have opened. It's gonna be a little bit tougher, I sense, to get into different booths. We'll see how crowded it ends up being, but we gotta get a move on. Folks, seriously though, like, where can you get 5 brand new, like, premium indie Switch games for 40 bucks a piece? I'm so bullish on premium editions. Again, not sponsored, but I'm really excited to be coming away with these, especially because these 2 are gonna get crossed off our list. Folks, I have a confession to make. It would not be a Phoenix resale video without an ugly math error, which Spanky luckily was around to remind me of. Not only did I confuse in my head, I thought that we had $280, but we actually only had $240, but I realized I also did my math wrong for the profit of these games. I thought it was $60, but in reality it was only $53. So essentially, while I thought that we had $80 in the budget left to go spend on our convention exclusive Cathedral, we actually only have 33. Thanks to the brilliant Spencer's calculations, my better half right here, which makes Editor Riff the worst half.
I remember what your channel was like before I started helping. Dear Lord, it was bottom tier content.
So folks, we've got $33 in the budget right now, trying to get up to at least 80, heading back to our friend Corey's booth. Look at this is crazy. Absolutely swarmed. He's got so much good stuff. Gonna try to get an elbow in here and see if we can find some more good stuff. Well, I was curious, could I take a look at this Platinum right here? And do you know what the price was on the 3DS regular? Are there chargers with most of these?
Yes, there are chargers with all of them. They're
Okay.
just not out here.
You said 210 on that?
210 on this one. There are chargers.
Got a little bit of screen scratches there. Kind of on the fence about that. I'll pass on that for now. Tell me about the Tetrises though.
Just another $10 each.
If I got both of those at an even 100, if I do both Tetrises, would you go 90 rather than 100?
Yes, that is correct.
Corey, my man, thanks so much. Also, I saw you had some magazines down there.
Yes, absolutely.
What are you asking on those? Is it general pricing or?
Most of them are like $5 a piece.
I'll take a look. I was intrigued by some of those. For those of you who don't know, Pooh is my favorite chubby little cubby. So these will definitely go onto the collection shelf. Thank you so much.
It's fun stuff, right?
It is.
What it is.
So folks, we are at this booth. We're just looking to test out this game. We weren't able to do it, but we had some good Samaritan friends over here loan us. They're incredible. Look at this thing. Not only is this Game Boy Advance backlit and has some little Celebies here, but this little LED is apparently a battery indicator, which I just think is such a cool feature. And Pokemon Yellow works. So folks, these Tetrises, they kind of go up and down. I paid 10 a piece. I'm not really gonna count these for the challenge, but yesterday we bought a bunch of these wireless adapters. I already know I'm for sure making $8 profit on that. And I already talked about, after discount, we paid 70 for this. We'll get probably 100 after fees since it has the charger and everything. $71 in our Switch budget. 9 more to go, folks. Folks, we're here at our friends Dave and Angelo's booth, and they come with the heat to conventions like these. See them all the time, and it looks like, here's one that we bought before, 45. Might be a little bit high for me, but this, do you guys have any wiggle room on this guy? I buy these 135. I would do that, I appreciate it. I buy these fairly often. For some reason, they do really well on Amazon. I don't know why. They are slightly slower sellers, but I do like to pick these up. Folks, these Game Sharks here as well, they're slower sellers on Amazon, but I may try to buy one and see. I think I could probably sell at least maybe one per quarter, and the margins are decent. All right, so folks, they twisted my arm. They maybe do, he said if you buy both, we'll do 40 a piece. So I'm not gonna factor in the profit from these because it will be such a slow seller. But this one I've sold pretty consistently in the like 180 to 200 range after fees. So I'm gonna say, oh, excuse me. So that's like a $50 profit on its own. So that puts us at $121 total profit. I'd say let's go get that convention exclusive Switch game that I pre-ordered before this whole thing happened. Folks, here with Brandon now, just came up to the booth. It has some high dollar games to sell, I must say, or at least one of them. This game right here, Red Cat Core Yokai Watch Blasters. Looks like it is open. This game goes for a pretty penny. I don't know if I'd be the best buyer on it just because it might sell pretty slow on Amazon, but I'll give you the best number that I can. So the sales rank was too high on Amazon for me to really consider selling it there. So I'm going over to eBay, and this is a little pro tip for you guys if you're looking to get into resale yourselves. When you go to eBay, filter by sold listings to figure out what a game is actually worth. So we're looking for a complete copy.
Hey folks, Phoenix Cream Sale here today to give you tips that you already knew back in 2001.
It's going game only for 200 and looks like complete. Holy cow, the sales are at like 360. So what were you looking to get out of it?
Like around 280.
280. Let me check this one. Okay, so we're looking at 36. So I'd be at like probably 24 for that.
I could do that, yeah.
24
sure,
works
yeah.
for you. Skylanders Trap Team. I could be at 20 for that.
I can do that for sure.
Okay, so 20 and 24. Hey, I appreciate you thinking of me. Thanks so much.
Problem. Yeah, no problem.
So folks, our first viewer purchase of the day, and it's helping us out with our budget. We'll make 12 on Rodea, the Sky Soldier Sealed, and another 19 or so on Skylanders Trap Team, putting us at a total, get this math, Spanky, of a $152 Switch budget. Let's go ahead and finally get that game, unless there's more deals to buy, who knows? All right, so folks, this is the booth where we came to pick up our pre-ordered games. They've got a whole bunch of, this is the whole list of convention exclusive games that they had here. And these are the ones that I pre-ordered. I'll go ahead, we'll get these back to our booth and do a little bit of a breakdown because I'm excited about these. So folks, here is the convention exclusive game haul. The only ones I'm going to be keeping are these cathedrals. They come with a special edition flask, which is why they were 80 bucks a piece. One of these is obviously going in the collection. The other one I think is gonna go on the trade shelf because I think this could make some really great trade bait. The other ones are actually all going to be featured on our next Whatnot stream. I thought these could be super cool to get in you guys' hands because they're literally all limited to 200 units per game. We've got a couple Nintendo games and a couple 32Xs here that I'm really excited to auction off. But folks, not only are we going to have all of these convention exclusive games available, I'm also super excited to announce the debut of the second version of the Mission Switch multi-game case. These bad boys have been super popular. You can store up to 10 of your loose Switch games inside them, and this particular design features all 4 of the special edition Switches that are currently in my collection. I honestly could not be happier with how they turned out, and they're going to be available for just $15, which is convenient because that's how much credit you get for free by signing up with my link. We're also going to have the older Mission Switch cases and Polyworld version mystery games available for $15 a piece, so you have plenty of stuff to choose from if you're on a budget. And for the rest of this show, we're also going to be selling a ton of budget-friendly, lower dollar bundles from every system from Wii U to 360 to PSP. It's going to be a great time. Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern is when this is going down, but all of these items are already live in the Buy It Now if you guys want to pick them up right now before they sell out. Super excited to see you guys there. Link is in the description, and thanks so much to Whatnot for sponsoring. All right, so folks, after the $80 Cathedral that we just bought, we still have $72 to spend on Switch games today. I don't know if we'll probably go back to premium edition games. If we have a little surplus, maybe we'll get some random stuff.
What's up, Caleb?
How's it going? Good to see ya. It's been a killer 6-game day already, I think, but we have one more booth that I want to go to of a couple of chuckleheads, see if we can find some flips for our last budget building booth. So folks, we're here at the illustrious booth of the YouTube channel and podcast Gaming Off the Grid.
You better not edit this out of this video, right?
Some great guys, so naturally we're gonna lowball them as hard as possible.
Yeah.
See if we can find some deals. Do you have the charger with this?
Yes,
This is
absolutely.
catching my eye. What would you say to, they've got 140 on it. Would you say to 110?
How about 100?
Okay, hold on. I'm not used to this. You're catching me off guard here. Honestly, 110 would be great
Okay,
for
cool.
me. 15 for Wii Sports? What do you think?
Absolutely.
All
Let's do
right, let's stack this up. Ooh, Shadow the Hedgehog. Does this have, it does have the manual. 40?
Let's do it.
Nice. This has never been easier. What's even happening here, folks? Does this still have the stickers?
It does.
Okay, you know what? I won't even make you an offer on that one. I'll just go the 10 on that. Wow, unused. This is, if you guys don't know, probably my favorite game of all time. Love to get as many childish playthings related to it as I possibly can because I'm an emotionally stunted adult. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. You wanna give any more messages to Riff while you're at it?
Love you, Uncle Riffo. Mwah.
I just found another thing from my childhood. Warrior Flick. I don't know if I've laid eyes on this toy in 20 years.
Colony is in good hands.
A Bug's Life figures and playset sold separately. Anthill requires batteries and adult assembly.
It is. It's still new in the
yours was
box.
probably like
I don't see a sticker on it. Are you gonna extort me after what I just did?
5?
Oh, come on now. This is worth more. Okay,
10.
man, 10 is a bro price.
Yeah.
I appreciate that so much. Okay, 185 and I have to stop. I gotta stop on this one. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
So folks, I got to admit, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here with my little side quest. Not gonna take the little splurges out of the budget because they're not Switch related. That's just coming out of my own pocket. But I think I should be able to make around 20 bucks on these two games combined and another 30 on this DS, which I'm stoked about because that puts us right back up at an expected profit of $122 going into the final stretch here of our Switch hunting day. Let's see what kind of games we can spend it on. So folks, this is definitely one of the craziest, maybe one of the best Switch booths that I have seen here so far today. The one that I noticed in particular right here, A Short Hike, super rare. This is on my list. It's on one of the like rare games rows of my Switch list. $75 for complete and sealed is not too bad. I'm definitely gonna be keeping this in mind. They've also got a decent amount of like miscellaneous limited run stuff, right? No More Heroes, Panzer Dragoon. I don't think either of those are on the list, but definitely see, here's another one, Heaven Dust Collection from Super Rare. We've got the Tourist, Monster Boy, even some like higher dollar stuff like some Shantae Collector's Editions. A lot of stuff that's tempting. I don't think anything that is more tempting than a short hike. This is definitely one I've been looking for. I think we may have to go ahead and pull the trigger. I don't know, since they all have barcodes and stuff, I don't know if they're really negotiable on this, but you guys know I have to try. Okay, so folks, I was pretty hyped about getting that short hike game, but and then I realized that this right here is the line for the booth. Probably at least 15 to 20 minutes long, so I'm gonna see what else we can find. So folks, we just went and enjoyed the Premium Edition Games panel, and as I was sitting there eating a couple slices of $8 convention pizza, I was just thinking about how, like, on this channel, we're always talking about, like, support local, buy from small businesses, support your local game stores, and it just wouldn't really feel right to spend the rest of my $122 anywhere but Premium Edition games. They're just such great guys, and they sell such a great product. I really want to give them the rest of the money. I'll put a non-affiliate link right down here as well. If you guys are interested in any of the games that I pick up today, you definitely should go support them as well. But we're coming up on their booth here, and I think we'll be able to get 3 more games with our remaining budget, and I'm super stoked to see what they recommend. All right, so the first one that I'm looking at for sure, Jeff, is Wonderling, because we picked up Rain, we picked up Rack and Ruin, but this one, the Angry Goomba game, I'm honestly really excited about. So this is gonna be our first one. We're looking for 2 more that we don't have. What do you recommend? I think there were a couple over here that we don't have. This is one I don't have. I don't have a Robot Named Fight.
I don't have a Robot Named Fight.
Was this one of your earliest ones?
This was one of our earliest ones. First game we signed, 4th game we released.
And look at this.
It's a Steelbook edition. Cartridge
So
actually
cool.
goes inside the Steelbook if you open her up.
So cool. Okay, and
there's-
then Demon's Tier I don't have, and Blood Hockey. So I'm gonna have to make a choice. Blood Hockey, Demon's Tier, Final Fight. What 2 do I go for?
Neither of these are available online.
Neither of these are.
Neither of these are available online.
Okay, so these, if I wanted them, I couldn't go get them online.
You could not get those online.
And if I wanted them on eBay, I'd probably pay more than 40 bucks almost certainly.
Unfortunately.
Well, folks, I think that seals it for us. You know, we're all about the deals. 40 bucks for new Switch games. It's just hard to find. I think I'm gonna go for Wonderling, Super Blood Hockey, and Demon's Tier. Seriously, thank you so much. This has been so fun. Absolutely love what you guys are doing. Well, folks, even though we may not have been able to come away with any grails from the Midwest Gaming Classic, which, by the way, if any of you guys have leads on the Zeldathon Switch, please hit me up. I'm still not convinced that thing exists. We actually didn't have to use any of the games from our trade shelf, so those are going back over there for the next convention. And we were able to pick up 7 incredible Indie Premium Edition Switch games, 2 of which were on our 100 game board and we get to cross off today. So let's go ahead and get these on the shelf. And folks, that leaves us with 74 games and 5 grails remaining on our Switch list. I have to say, so far in the series, one of my favorite games that I have picked up to play has been Cuphead. If you want to see how I did that for no money out of pocket, check this video out right down here, and I'll catch you guys on the flip.